Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is COLM McGuigan for IFL TV. Delighted to be joined by Big John Fisher in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're finally here, John. The Bosch Army are on the way.
Yeah, it's exciting times. Many are coming out today, a few already here. But it's going to be a great experience on Saturday night for the boxers and for the fans that are coming to watch as well.
How many of the Bosch Army are coming? I mean, obviously you spoke about this already at the very beginning. Did you foresee this happening so soon in Johnny's career?
We thought it could have happened before, to be honest, but like injuries and other things come up. So, I mean, for February, straight after Christmas, we've got about 150 coming over to Johnny's like friends and family and supporters. And they're not only from England, we've got some from America, some from Canada. It's crazy this time of the year for people to be coming out spending all that money. So very, very humbling.
This is obviously a step up again in Johnny's career. We spoke about the Harry Armstrong fight with him yesterday, and he spoke about what he learnt in that fight. What do you believe that this does for Johnny in his career going forward?
I think like with the Harry Armstrong fight, he looked like he could have had him out there in the first round, and Johnny learnt in that fight that you haven't got to force everything straight away. He paced himself. I knew what he was doing. I knew from round 7 he'd come out and put it on again. And the same again with this fight, you know. Bezos, big strong man, tough man, lost to Adelaide, but that means nothing in this fight. In heavyweights, we all know anyone can take one punch and it's all over. So I said to Johnny, and like his coach, he said, you've got to be nice and patient, do what you've been learning. And he's put a lot into this camp, a hell of a lot. So he'll put it all on the line on Saturday night.
Is this the chance for Johnny Fisher to announce himself on the world stage, the American audience who love explosive knockouts, for Johnny to really show that he's a contender in the division?
Well, listen, I don't really like to say that. This is for Johnny just to win another fight. If you get a knockout, all well and good, but at the end of the day, you've got to get the win. He's put 6 weeks of work over here. You want to come away with a win. And however you get it, you've got to get it. If you get a knockout, that's all very well. But listen, he's got a fair following in America already. If you can build up a bit of a following in America, that's all well and good. Because I think the training over here, the facilities, the sparring is second to none. It's different level over here. So the more Johnny can come over here and do it, the better.
I spoke to Johnny about the possibility of appearing on a Katie Taylor undercard at Croke Park against Thomas Cardi. Do you like that fight for Johnny?
Not really, because what does Johnny... You know, Johnny and Thomas are quite good friends anyway. If they're fighting for a title, yeah, fight. But what's the point? Do you know what I mean? Johnny's got his fans. He's got his following in England. You know, Thomas Cardi's a good bloke. We like him. He's a good fighter. But I don't really see the point at the moment, unless they're fighting for a lot of money and a title.
Is there any names around the domestic scene that you would like Johnny to face, maybe if we're here in 2025, that he's already had that experience in 2024 against?
Listen, you don't like to call anybody out. It's a foolish game to do that, I think. But anybody with a title, another year, if Johnny keeps winning, keeps learning, another year, English title, possibly British title if you're still progressing, and whoever's got them belts, obviously you're going to have to take them on, but you've got to make sure you build correctly at the right times, take the right fights at the right times, and get the wins. That's all that matters.
Well, Big John, it would be wrong of me not to do this interview without asking you about the Chinese here in America. Give me your thoughts.
It's not really like we're just having a chat. It's not really Chinese takeaways or Indian takeaways, but they have like noodle bars.
Oh, they have loads of Chinese takeaways. You're doing it wrong, John.
Well, I've obviously not gone to the right places, but they're more noodle bars. And to be truthful, they're very delicious. I've been eating the noodles like with the vegetables and the pak chow, and it's just... The food over here is unbelievable. I'm cutting back. I'm like, not on a diet, but just trying to be a bit more health conscious. And I've had to really have a lot of willpower when you see what everyone's eating around you. But
have you been to the Chinese? It's Pan Asian Express, it's called, in the MGM?
No. Is it in the MGM?
In the MGM, you need to go.
We're in the MGM now, but I'm going to Chinese when we get home. As I say, when Johnny's back, when I'm back, win, lose or draw, get on the phone to the Blue Orchid and order a Chinese then. No Chinese out here. Have some noodles, save the Chinese till we get home.
I spoke to Johnny about this yesterday. This is my last one before I go. My mate started this thing when you started the Chinese Tuesdays. Give him a bit of inspiration on what he should order next Tuesday.
What, Chinese Tuesday? You've got to get yourself some aromatic duck. You've got to get shredded chili beef, sweet and sour chicken balls, sweet and sour pork, Hong Kong style. You've got to get salt and chili king prawn, kung po prawn, salt and chili chicken, chips, prawn crackers, curry sauce, pancake roll. Bash!
Big John, Bosch, always a pleasure.
Thank you very much. All the best.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.